It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Returning it, Justice Hill.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. And this intercepted on the first play of the game.
Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run out of the gun with Swift. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens 0. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It's caught by Aguilar. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Eagles.
And Jackson throwing once more.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
First down, Philadelphia.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
2nd and inches.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here's Swift.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The drive will start with an option going left. He'll try to turn a corner, but he can't get there, and it's a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. They work now on 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, Eagles.
Now Hurts on the option right.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
And this guy can be everywhere. Kyle Hamilton getting there to drop him for a loss. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Rolling to his right.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
3rd down and 13. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
And they're going to speed things up here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Swift not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
Touchdown!
Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up second and 8.
To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. First and 10 at the 40.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 27-yard line.
Second and a couple. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, for the few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Play action. It's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd down, Jackson completes it to Aguilar. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun, a run for Hill. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
From the gun, Jackson. That's to his running back, complete.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Hill will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That kickoff return, 104 yards.
And the Eagles are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard
Jackson on 1st down.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Jackson.
Rashad Bateman. He's into space past the 25.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
60 yards.
And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Ravens have got it. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
The man in motion is Brown.
Once again, it's Swift.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
75 yards on the ground here for Swift. He's got a first down as well. Hurts.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked up.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown.
Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 16.
Jackson now.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Ravens are back within a score.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Some time here for the onside kick and then the 2-minute warning. And the Ravens have got it. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. On the option to give to Swift here.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Now 2nd and 5. Option handoff for Gainwell.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift, 37 yards. And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Connecting with Andrews.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Throwing. Jackson.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
22 yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
Now Jackson.
Touchdown! Mark Andrews, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slanter.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
This is 1st and 10.
29-yard line.
Jackson to throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 25-yard line.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Elliott on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Eagles 52, Ravens 45. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Jackson.
He's got a man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45.
32 yards. That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
One last shot for Jackson. This to possibly force OT. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.